Statistics show that 20% of public schools nationwide require children to wear school-mandated uniforms. Uniforms did not appear until the 1900s, and most were common in private schools, and it wasn't until around the 1980s that public schools began requiring them. Children who require to wear school uniforms are more well behaved and more confident in themselves, along with not being bullied as often. I believe the rule that the school uniforms are required to should be enforced in the school nationwide. When students are required to wear uniforms, they are more likely to be more well behaved compared to those who are not. By making them wear school uniforms, it reminds them to pause and think about where they are and what makes them think before they make an impulsive decision. According to many studies done over the years, they behave better because teachers and other students cannot affiliate them with violence, such as gangs. When they have to wear uniforms, they have to wear certain colors, and everyone's are the same. Then it prevents others from connecting them to certain gangs. At the end of the day, uniforms can create a huge difference in the way that children act while they are at school. Bullying, sadly, is such a big part of being in society today, especially at public schools. If children were forced to wear your school uniforms, the bullying rate would decrease. Not everyone has the money to buy the newest shoes and newest fashion trends that change every few months. If they all wore the same thing, then it would eliminate that, because no one would know who has the funds to be up to date on the latest fashion trends. According to the studies, 9 out of 10 teachers, which is 89%, believe school uniforms can play an active role in reducing bullying. 95% say that uniforms help students fit in. This proves that almost all of teachers that were interviewed believe that uniforms would play a big role in decreasing the bullying rates. It also shows that kids feel most accepted and confident when they are all required to wear the same thing. Children should not have to be bullied or feel self-conscious when they go to school. By enforcing the rule of uniforms, they will not have to feel this way. Opposing views claim that uniforms have no effect on children's behavior. This could be true because some children will just not care where they are and just act on according how they feel. I disagree with this because children should not be able to control themselves, and by making them wear uniforms, they will be reminded that they are not at home or with friends, and they cannot just act how they please. It will show them that because they act like that school, how they act like that outside school does not mean it will be tolerated while they are at school. Uniforms should not have to be a reminder of how children should act, but in today's time, how it could be a tremendous help. It is often argued that enforcing uniforms will take away from children's ability to express themselves. This could be true because when everyone has to wear the same thing, and depending on how strict schools are about what they wear, kids are not able to add to their own style and flare out their outfits every day. Although this might be true, it is also better to have uniforms because the statement paragraph 2, not everyone can afford the nicest clothes and are bullied because of their shoes, shirts, pants, and that are not as nice as everyone else's. This is something that they cannot help, and the parents should not have to go out of their way to buy extra clothes every year when they could just be provided for them. It is clear that enforcing the rule that everyone is required to wear school uniforms is the best way to make children behave better and make them feel more confident. And on top of all that, it decreases bullying rates. By doing this, students will be less likely to act out because they remember that they are in school, and they will try their best to control their emotions. Most importantly, though, it will boost their